Listen, Mikal Bridges is already working in the gym. I'm telling you, this man very well could be the missing piece for the New York Knicks. It's been a long time coming, but it's coming. Pause. It's time for the New York Knicks to reach its ultimate, potential, man. The New York Knicks fan base is starving, for a champion. And I believe I'm keep it all the way 100 with you. I'm a Knicks fan. I was born a Knicks fan. I ain't gonna get all into it, but I haven't seen a team like the Knicks right now that is a more serious threat. And I go back to even the Carmelo days, the Stoudemire's, the Lins, listen, I'm telling you right now, this team is the best team that we've had in a very long time. And I believe under Coach Tom Thibodeau, these guys could, make the NBA Finals. Now you got some formidable threats out there. Obviously, the Boston Celtics. You got to start there. They're the upper echelons. They're the NBA champions. They've been holding down the East. They got a lot of continuity. One thing that the New York Knicks have, believe it or not, I believe they have continuity as well. And bringing in Mikal, listen, it's not, I understand you bringing in such a huge piece like Mikal, but remember, this huge piece in Mikal fits the continuity. They're all best friends. You understand? They did amazing things in Villanova, winning championships, and looking to bring that DNA to the New York Knicks. This guy is a sharpshooter. Now, his form, obviously, a lot of people is going to try to critique and criticize his shooting form, but Mikal Bridges, it's just a marksman. He's got a consistent shot, and a lot of people think it looks weird, but it's very effective. And he's going to be one of the leaders, for the New York Knicks. He's going to alleviate a lot of pressure off, guys like Jalen Brunson, guys like Julius Randle, which everybody feels like, oh my goodness, his career is in question. I don't understand how everybody has flipped on Julius Randle. Now, obviously, we all know his playoff struggles and things like that. Now, I'm not a big fan of the struggles, but I think that you bringing in Julius as a third or a fourth option, I think it could get real spooky. Now Mikal Bridges, he has potential, and he already shown that he could be a number one option in Brooklyn. They was in very well talks of bringing in an extra piece to pair with Mikal Bridges. When Damian Lillard was in trade conversations, one of those teams was Brooklyn to play with one of his best friends in Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges is averaging 19 points per game, shooting 43% from the field, 37% from three, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. And mind you, this man is Mr. Iron Man. He played 82 games. This trade that the Knicks put on the table for Mikal Bridges was very expensive. We just got to call it how we see it, man. A lot of people were just shocked that the New York Knicks would give up so much draft capital, to acquire this guy, Mikal Bridges, but it was to connect that Villanova connection, to complete it. Before the trade even happened, the people had Flight Sports, you could very well vouch. I said that, listen, man, if the Knicks can't get a top-notch free agent or whatever they're trying to do, why not just go get Mikal Bridges? Put the haul on the table for him. That's just what I was just wondering, man. And they got that. Now in this trade, man, the Knicks gave up a lot. They gave up all kind of picks. He's the future, and this is going to be the New York Knicks team for a very long time. I just got to keep it real with you. And now he will be under Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is the leader of this basketball team. You see what Jalen Brunson does for all of these guys. And obviously, Mikal will know more than anybody. He's going to take the pressure off all of them. He's going to let it. He's going to take it in all the heat. He's already basically Mr. New York. He's the captain. They're basically putting him in the shoes of Patrick Ewing and many other New York Knicks greats. This guy already is a Knicks legend. They might as well hang his jersey in the rafters. So all of the heat will come on him. And it seems like Jalen Brunson is welcoming it, and he's seizing every opportunity. He's not one of these guys who are getting in these moments and falling. But make no mistake about the situation. New York Knicks completely collapsed. You understand, health wise. At the end of the season, you see nobody was available for you. Now you're talking about pairing this guy Mikal Bridges with an OG and a newbie. I'm telling you, the Knicks, they're going to be a serious force to be reckoned with, y'all. The Knicks could very well be the best team in the NBA. They could be the number one seed, and they are a title threat. For the first time in a long time, I can honestly say that the New York Knicks are a championship title threat and need to be taken very seriously. Gone are the days of you rolling in Madison Square Garden to get your 50 piece. I grew up in the era where it was about watching the other player come to New York, to put on the performance and things like that. Now you're bringing in Mikal Bridges, to change things and to continue that change, because the change already was taking place. Now you're just bringing in the guy to further the change, and Mikal Bridges is that kind of player to do that. I'm very excited, man. I can't say it enough, man. I'm excited for what the New York Knicks are going to bring. And like I said, this team, believe it or not, is really under the identity of Coach Tom Thibodeau. And a lot, and I want to point the finger at a lot of these, superstars in the league who try to make it seem like James Dolan is the problem, and some of these media reporters as well. Dolan is completely out the picture. Anybody that's focused on James Dolan, you're not focused on basketball. If I'm looking at a guy like Giannis, I'm looking to get down to New York City. You understand? Things might not be working out in Milwaukee. It's just a question I just want to ask. So the Knicks should be a threat for one of these big time stars to come there, and it's gonna have to, somebody gotta have that heart. If you look back in the days, Amari Stoudemire, he wanted to come to New York. When he came to the Knicks, he said, "Listen, man, the Knicks are back." Carmelo Anthony wanted to come to New York. They wanted everything that it came with New York. We've seen other stars who we love, like Durant, Irving. They turned the blind side to New York. I bet if they could do it all over again, they would have came to the Knicks. The Knicks already proven that they are a better organization than the Brooklyn Nets, despite all of the media antics trying to make it seem like it's all about James Dolan. I think it's very disgusting, but I'm going to leave it at that. My man, Mikal Bridges, is up in the gym right now, and he's going to do big things for New York City. You better look out, man. The New York Knicks are back, and they listen, man, they are a championship threat. You heard it here first at Flight Sports. Make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. Peace and